Talk Live, and today's installment is going to be pretty amazing. So just check in with me. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay? We have a very amazing guest coming today. I am super duper excited. Hey, Kita, can you hear us? Can you hear me? So let me just get us situated here and get us pinned. Awesome. So again, my name is Laura Miller Pins, and this is Sheen Talk Live. And today's guest is one of my favorite. He is a vocalist from one of my favorite groups of all time, literally of all time. So it's gonna be fantastic. Awesome. That's good that you can hear me. So while I have you guys in here, can you just do me a favor and post in the comments your favorite Boyz II Men song? Just go ahead and lock that in, and I'll get you guys squared away. And we are waiting on our guest to join, so he should be arriving shortly. I did log in a little early just to make sure we can hear everything. Your favorite Boyz II Men song in the comments right now. I have like 8,000 favorite Boyz II Men songs, so again, you have your options. I have mine. End of the Road is amazing. It is a great breakup song. And we have Team Stock. And yeah, so super excited. Did you guys put more songs? I didn't see. Again, I'm asking that everybody put their songs in. Hi guys, how are you? Hey Cabrillo Chats. Hey Nikita. Hey Ray the Rebel. Nice to see you guys here again. So, hey. Mama is awesome. I Will Make Love to You is an amazing song as well. Perfect tracks. Please Don't Go. Nice. I do like that too. My Heart. Oh my goodness. Cabrillo is coming with all of the best Boyz II Men songs. There are so many to choose from. We're just checking to see if Mr. Stockman has joined. It's going to probably be just a couple of seconds, but we're so excited to have him on. I can tell you from my personal experience, I've been a Boyz II Men fan since their inception, since Motown Philly. So this is going to be a fantastic live. I see that he is joined. Mr. Stockman, can you go ahead and request to join our live? All right. I see him. Now.
Hello there.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it is our pleasure. Thank you so much for taking your time on Good Friday to talk to us. We really
My pleasure. My pleasure. Ain't doing much.
Speaking of which, what have you been up to during quarantine? How you been holding up?
Actually, I'm lying. I have been doing quite a bit. Just actually preparing for this album release.
Yes.
Outside of doing domestic things, hanging with the fam and catching up on some Netflix shows, you know what I mean, and all that good stuff. But just more so preparing for this record. This is my debut, so this was very important to me. I wanted to make sure that everything was running and rolling the right way. And so far, so good. I've got nothing but great responses from the fans and from just people in general, even some industry folks that I sent the CD to, or rather the music. People really dig it, so
for sure.
I can't complain.
What were they?
I mean, you never know. You never want to get too cocky. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
You want to make sure that people are feeling it. And I will say this, though. I did put my 100% into it, and I really tried to make as best a representative project as I could. This is my very first solo album. I wanted to make sure that that it at least had some familiarity
Mm-hmm.
with a bunch of different points to it too. So you know that's what it was all about, just finding that balance. Because I know a lot of people were expecting, you know, is it going to sound like a Boyz II Men record? And it's going to have elements of it because I am in Boyz II Men. I am Boyz II
Right.
Men. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
it's going to have those nuances, but it's all me, and I'm proud to say that. You know, this is my story. This is rather the beginning of my story, which is why I
Mm-hmm.
called the album Foreword. You know, it's kind of a introduction to the world in a way that people really haven't seen me before, not in
For
this
sure.
scale. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I'm excited. Personally, I was ready. I was on Apple Music at 12:01. I got it right as soon as it showed up, and it is wonderful.
Thank
So
you.
far, if you guys haven't downloaded it, it's Foreword.
Yeah.
And my favorite song right now is Shawn Na Na Na.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up.
I was like, oh, this is grown up. Look at this. What's going on here?
Thank
I
you. Thank
liked
you.
it. That was a
Thank you.
great one.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That was actually a song I did with Raphael Sadiq. And he came through. He did his thing. He put his touch on it. And I've always wanted to work with Raphael. And he actually came up with the concept of the Sha Na Na thing. Like it's almost like,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
a vibe. It's like its own movement. Like it's a whole like wispy,
yeah.
romantic type of thing. It's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. It's supposed to be, you know, while it's supposed to be kind of a call and answer. Like, you know,
Hmm.
like as I'm talking, at the end of it, all my, you know, lover says it's kind of a mating call, a little shana na shana. You know what I mean? That type of thing. You know what
Listen,
I
guys, do you hear this?
mean?
This is not the Shawn Stockman that you were expecting. I'm sure you were not expecting this silver fox coming through with this wonderful subject situation or this mating call for love. Like what?
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
love it.
That's all I can say. Thank you.
So as far as coming out with a solo project, you have been in a super group probably your entire adult life, right?
Hmm. Yes.
So how is it? How was it for you just creatively to kind of master your sound and come up with a sound all on your own without having to, you know, bend on Wanye or Nate or any of you, the people that you guys are normally used to working with?
You know what? It's been years in the making.
Yeah.
And I've been fortunate enough to be in the group that I was in for me to see a lot, to experience
Mhm.
a lot, and to discover myself, you know,
Mhm.
to see things clearer because I had these experiences with my guys.
Mhm.
And, you know, again, this solo idea has been something I wanted to do for a long, 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 long time. So when I finally decided to do it, I was in a space mentally and
Mhm.
spiritually and all that to do it the way that I always dreamt of doing it, where
Yeah.
it's not about anything else but being creative and wanting to do something and that people will enjoy as an extension of what I already am, which is a member of
Mhm.
Boys to Men. So it just didn't I just didn't want it to feel I didn't want it to feel contrived. I didn't want it to feel like I was being forced to do this for financial reasons or whatever, because you know you hear the stories, you hear
Yeah.
the cliche stories. Oh, he left because he needed the money or blah blah blah. Well, first off, I didn't leave, and then
Right.
two, it has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with me just wanting to contribute some music in a world that I know loves R&B music. And it just kind
Absolutely.
of, you know what I mean? It just kind of got, it didn't die. And, you know, I hear a lot of that too. You know, the R&B's dead. It's never been dead. It's just kind of been tucked under a bunch of other things that became more popular. And
Yes.
that's pretty much what it was. So this is just me kind of going back to my roots. And as I said, Forward, the title is an introduction. It's normally a preamble to a book that you're about
Mhm.
to read. So this is kind of like just my introduction to people saying, hello, how are you? My name is Shawn.
My
This
name
is
is
how I
Shawn.
think. You know what I mean? You know, that type of thing, and getting people familiar with this guy
Uh-huh.
as the individual opposed to the guy with two other guys.
So first things first, I want to go back to the R&B scene and the genre in itself because I'm sure you have a lot of ideas and kind of thoughts about that. But
Hmm.
then also I have to mention when you said, "Hi, my name is Shawn," my first thought was, "Tell me your name," although I know the
Right,
last
right,
one.
right, right. Thank you in advance. Right, right.
So it's kind of impossible to have this interview, Shawn. You just, I have your whole discography in my head right now.
I
So it's
dig it.
like,
I'm
there's
not
a whole
mad at you.
Rolodex going on right now.
I'm not going to complain.
Okay,
I'm not
good.
complaining. You're
As long
good.
as everybody's happy, we're happy.
We're on the same. We're here. We're on the same wavelength. We all right.
Right, right, right. So, actually know that it has the culture of R&B music and the genre has changed quite a bit.
Hmm.
Um, what is I don't want to say that it's dead either. It's just kind of changed the narrative a little bit. So I
Hmm.
kind of want to know your thoughts. Is it like an absence of love? Is it an absence of romantic music? Like, what do you think was actually missing? And it's actually
Um.
stuff that I see in your new album as well. So,
Well, I know for a fact that love has never gone away, and I know for a fact that romance has never gone away either.
right.
I think there was this moment, I guess, where uh, society is, and this has a lot to do with how society is being shaped, whether it's with social media and things of that nature. We've been kind
Hmm.
of developed a callous mentality because we see so much on
Yeah.
social media. I mean, we literally see people murdered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Live. Hmm.
And a lot of harsh realities that is just at the touch of our hands with these phones.
For
So
sure.
when you see all of these things, whether we believe it or not, and whether we know it or not, it
Hmm.
affects us. It
Yeah.
does affect our spirits. So,
Hmm.
and people may want to call it all cosmic and weird, but the truth is that it's the reason why our parents told us, there's certain things you shouldn't see, there's certain things you shouldn't watch, there's certain things that you shouldn't hear
Absolutely.
because it affects your spirit. So
Hmm.
imagine seeing a lot of those things every single day on the phone. You
Hmm.
develop a callous, a spirit. So that's why you hear a lot of the songs that you hear.
Yeah.
Especially when they, the current R&B music, a lot of it is just aggressive
Yeah.
and rough and things of that nature. And it got to the point where I started thinking, like, do women really want to be called this? Like, do they really want to
Right.
be like, is this what women are feeling?
Yeah.
And it's not true. So it's
For
just
sure.
the status of society. But there's always been an underlining thing because I know this for a fact because me and my guys perform now, and we've been
Hmm.
performing for years in front of thousands of people. And there
Hmm.
are men and women that still love romance. They still want to be
They
made
do.
love to. Whether hard or
Absolutely.
soft is your decision. But the point is
Right.
it's all
That's
about
on your private time. That's not
that's
our
your private
business.
time and it's none of my business. But
Exactly.
people still enjoy to be appreciated, and
For
people
sure.
still enjoy to be romanced, men and women. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So this is just tapping into, breaking those walls down from all those people who feel like the status has changed. No, it hasn't. You still
Hmm.
have a spirit that needs to be nurtured, and you still have
Sure.
relationships that need to be developed and things of that nature. In those cases, being in a relationship, you have to practice subtleties, and a
Hmm.
lot of those things come from music and it's saying certain things and
Hmm.
expressing certain things where, like, oh my God, I'm trying to say this. You ever try to have a conversation with somebody and they're hollering at you? You're
It
not going to
doesn't
hear
work.
anything. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So the
Hmm.
point is that when you're discussing something, whether it's good or
Yeah.
bad, and when you're having a conversation about something, it's a spirit, it's a mood, it's a vibe. You instantly relax
For
and
sure.
you're able to hear. That's the type of music I wanted to create where whatever you're going through, especially and coincidentally in this pandemic stage where a lot of couples are forced to look each other in the face.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like this music can be somewhat of an icebreaker or a tone setter where,
Hmm.
you play that and you hear it and you feel it and you get it in your vibe, and
Yes.
you might have some harmony wine, you know what I'm
Okay. Okay.
saying? You know what I mean? Like, and then you discuss things, and then hopefully the night goes well after that. You know what I mean? And everything is
Yes.
everything.
So wait, what's going on with Harmony Wine? Tell me about that shirt.
Okay, well here's the issue because this is Harmony. This is Harmony Wine. This is the logo.
Okay.
The slogan: pour the wine, light the fire.
That's
Right.
that's nice.
And it's a wine that we partnered up with a major company, me and my guys, and we have 3 wines. It's a Bordeaux, a Rosé, and a Chardonnay, and they're all incredible. And I know a lot of people have been asking about the wine.
Yes, apparently, even in the comments right now.
Yeah, well, because of the pandemic, our wine is sitting on a dock somewhere in France.
Oh, wow.
Because no one can get to it because the whole world is on lockdown.
Absolutely.
So to let you guys know, we were selling it in Florida, and there's still some cases in Florida. But as far as the other states around the world, or rather the country, we could not get it out in time before the world went a little crazy. So guys, be patient. Once all of this stuff dies down, then you'll be able to get your wine.
Yeah, I mean, and I can tell by the quality of projects musically that you create, the things that you guys support, it's going to be high quality. I'm gonna tell
you this. I'm gonna tell you a method of what we did to grow the grapes. The grapes were actually grown, obviously, in Bordeaux, France, and we used no pesticides. We didn't put anything on the grapes. They all grew organically. If it rained, it rained. And if the sun came out, and the sun came out. But we didn't put anything on the grapes. But what made it really special is, grapes are plants. So you know how people talk to plants and, because they're alive. So,
Did you guys sing to them?
Well, actually, they played music. They played our music as the grapes were growing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so as the grapes were growing, I mean, they played other music too. They played classical and stuff like that. But as the grapes were growing, they would play our music along with other types of music.
That's
and
awesome.
it made the grapes develop a certain way. So there's actually harmony inside the grapes.
I'm too impressed at this point. I don't even want to continue this interview because I'm so impressed. But
thank you.
I have more questions.
Okay, cool.
So one thing, you mentioned touring. I actually was in Columbus, I want to say, for a PR trip last year.
Okay.
And turns out that you guys actually were performing right behind our hotel.
Okay.
Was it Columbus? Yeah, it was Columbus.
Columbus? Was it on the Ohio State campus?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were able to we were coming from a banquet, and we were able to walk through and see you guys. It was the best. Listen, first, everybody, let's take a couple of seconds so I personally can geek out over Shawn real quick. So if my mom is on the live, she probably is. She will verify that when I used to watch the American Music Awards back in the early 90s, I used to scream at the television like I was actually there with you guys, right?
That's what's up.
So guess what happened when I went to Columbus and you guys were right out the back door? Of course, I screamed like I was a little kid. And I was right backstage. You guys were so busy performing that you probably didn't even hear me geek out like I did, but I definitely did like I was 12 years old. It has happened.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that love. It's all good.
Yeah, always. Seriously, since I was little, my mom used to get so mad. She would be so upset.
It's all right, Mom. It's all right. She's here. She's a grown woman. She's a grown woman.
Yeah,
it's all right to keep in touch with your child side. It's all right.
There's a lady, Lady Bird. She said she's been to every concert in New York City since the Evolution tour.
Oh, that's what's up. Thank you, Lady Bird. Thank you.
You guys have had a blessed career, I guess, is the only way that I can describe it. Even with this new project and actually touring, what gets you up? What keeps you motivated to do this?
It's not, I still love it. I still appreciate the people that come out. I still love to sing. I still love to perform because there's always, believe it or not, something that you can still learn and do. And experience, being amongst other spirits. So that's the excitement. That's the thrill. Now, I don't gonna lie. Sometimes we're tired. Sometimes we don't want to go on because I'd rather be in my room ordering room service and going to sleep. But,
Right.
but the fans get you up, and, the folks that are there, they get you excited to do it some more. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's really the folks that are there, the supporters, the people who have been, you know, with us for over 25 years, actually
Mm-hmm.
28 to be exact. So, I can't complain about my life, man. There's a lot of ways and directions this could have gone,
Yes.
and I'm just happy that I'm still here, still being
Mm-hmm.
able to do what I love to do. Like, I do not take any of it for granted, and I don't take anybody that visits us for granted and comes to see us for granted at all. That's why we have fun. That's why we turn up every time we do the show. It's
Every
like,
time.
yeah, we don't play around, because it's like that's what we're here for. So, I'm blessed to have a job where I can, act a fool for 2 hours on stage, and people pay to see it. So it's all good.
Yeah, because it's still fun for you guys. So as far as like this question, I have to tell you,
Hmm.
we've had some R&B singers on the live series,
Hmm.
and they've all sang for us.
Okay.
So no pressure. I just want to let you know that, being the
Hold on.
veteran that you are, always ready.
Okay. All right. Let me see. See what I can do. Let me see. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
All right. I wasn't planning on singing, so if I'm a little raspy. We don't even talk anymore. You don't even know what we are you about. Don't even say I love you no more. Yeah. 'Cause saying how I feel is no longer around. Some people will work things out, and some just don't know how to change. Let's do it till the water's right. We might watch our lives pass us by. Let's do it till the water runs dry. We'll make the biggest mistake of our lives. Don't do it, baby. Ooh. Yeah, ooh. All right, I got to hit you. Well, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do something new.
Yes.
This ain't no ordinary love in any way. Just do the good, do the bad times, do it all, I'll always stay. 'Cause we make each other better, still in love, come on what may. It's amazing how you still hold me down after all of my mistakes. And I wanna thank you for everything, oh everything you do for me. You're so good for me. Only you the song I sing, 'cause all I do is for you. Only you, baby. You're all I do. All I do is for you. Only you, baby. All right, there you go.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Ladies, collect yourselves. Seriously, get it together. You should read these comments. These ladies are going insane right
Awesome.
now.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. That was beautiful. And
Thank
again,
you.
that is All I Do. It's on the new album Foreword. So
Pick it up,
check that
everybody.
out. Pick it up.
Pick it
Go
up, and thank you for everybody that's purchased it so far. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Shout out to everybody that's worked on it with me: Tim Kelly, Tony Dixon, Raphael Sadiq, Eric Bluetooth Griggs, everybody. Like, I really, really appreciate y'all. Thank you so very much, and thank you very much.
My
And
pleasure.
no,
Thank you.
I really do. I appreciate that love, and I hope you're enjoying the record.
I am. I am. So we're gonna wrap. We could keep you here all day. I could start like discography on. Like we really could keep you, but we
We
don't
gotta do
want to
another
hold
interview. We
you
gotta
up.
do a follow up then.
Yes, we'll definitely do a follow up. Especially, I want to
Easy.
do a follow up after we've gotten out of quarantine on a sound stage with the whole vibe,
I'm ready
guitar
to
in
go.
hand, the whole
I'm ready to
situation.
go.
We
Let's
got you.
go. Let's go.
Okay?
Let's go. Let's do it.
So we're going to wrap you up in the best way that I know how. This is Laura Miller, and this is She Talk Live with the incomparable, amazing Shawn Stockman, whose album Foreword is out now, streaming on all platforms. Check him out. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful evening. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Love y'all. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye bye.